All right, welcome back to another exciting episode of Minetest gameplay of sorts. Yes, and we're going to look at some things real quick. We're out at the Waterfall House real quickly. Very nice. And I'm going to show you. Look at that. We have a walkway. I know. Is it thrilling, huh? Yes, it goes all the way up to the lake, which I'll show you in a second. Look at there. There's a garage. Very cool. So, what this is this is the, and now we're back in the foyer. Yay. Okay. Thanks for joining. All right. So basically what I've done is I put in a dream car garage down here. Little areas for the rich people to overlook their Porsches and their GTRs. Got a bathroom down here because you got to clean up. That flooring turned out really cool. That's one of the new blocks. The asphalt public domain block from it's in the show notes. The game opengameart.org. So what we have, like I said, we have an underground garage with a nice Porsche, toolboxes, place to clean up, posters. I think we'll take the ute out for a spin. Automatic garage door. Very nice. And let's go for a ride. Cool. And I took the ute because it's all over the place. But then we come up here over by the lake, by the pond, I should say. Cool. Oh yeah, this is the truck that looks both ways at the stop sign. This area looks great. All right. So that's how that works. I'm going to go back over here and put the ute. Come on. Don't yet. No. Yes. We are going to park the ute in the driveway because I really do like the way this area turned out. It's nice and uncluttered. It has just a real nice look about it. With the underground garage and the entrance, that house is done and dusted. Very nice. Now for the meat of the video, because I'm re-recording this. Late last night, I updated that underground garage and completely scrapped the video that I had. So usually there's like a day pause between the video in case I do something that I like. So we have the area, the farm is completely finished. Completely. So we come in here, we have some nice trees. Cool. And we have a wayward horse walking around. Why won't that? Oh, I'm lagging. That's why it's we get a chicken? Nope. So we have the parking area. We have lights, parking area, sheep. Very cool. Now we come over here and I have to move that sign. We come up and the first thing that we see, nice landscaping. I'm really happy with that. In here, yeah, we put a soda machine. I need a cup of coffee to start that as it slides across the floor. Updated the convenience store. So now the convenience store, that's kind of strange how they all started doing that on the item frames. Oh well. So the convenience store has a nice little checkout counter with a cash register. Very cool. Auto doors. We're going to come across to the new and revamped floral shop. And it's looking mighty fine. So people come here and they can buy flowers, vases, planters, arrangements, lattice with greenery. Yeah, I have flowers arranged. And I still kept the escape hatch tunnel for the train tunnel below. That's an added plus. We have nice windows, open air. Turned out really cool. And now you have to have flowers to grow to sell. So back here is the farm for the flowers and bushes and trees. So it's also a tree farm and whatnot. So we have really some cool stuff. The trees from CG Decor, the Japanese trees, the cherry trees. We have the bushes, small trees. So anything that you need for your landscaping needs, shrubbery, you can find here with chickens. Very nice. Updated the landscaping. There's the Mr. Kitty and Mrs. Chicken. This is cool. So I have the animal. I was going to say, where'd all my animals go? I have the animals in the farm. Nope. No chicken. So one thing that I did find out, and I'm not sure if I had highlighted it, but in a previous video, I found out from one of the viewers that yes, indeed, you can feed the warthogs and they take apples. However, what I just realized is that they do breed. And you feed them enough apples, you get the hearts going. If they're near another warthog, you'll have, how many warthogs do I have? You'll have a baby warthog, which is very nice. So they do breed. We have the horses, we have the cows. Obviously the cows eat grain or wheat, and you milk them with a said bucket. You hit them with a bucket. Or is it? Yeah, you right click. So he is milked. And the chickens get the wheat seed. There's a baby horsey. Very cool. So the chickens get the wheat seed. There's a baby. There it is. There it is. It's the baby warthog. Let's give them. Usually they're in need. Okay, he's got enough nutrients now. Let's pick up our apples. I really do wish that the animals, you could drop apples and stuff like that and pick it up. And then the rabbits get carrots, and he is now going into our inventory with the magic lasso. You can only pick up an animal if it's tame. And as you saw, I picked it up. It puts it in your inventory, and then you can put it wherever you need to have it put. So yes, it does work. And the sheep, I forgot, you can shear the sheep. I know this is not a video on the animals. However, the animals are part of the farm, so we are going to shear it. And you can see there, it drops wool. And to get the coat back, because he's naked, you hit him with 8. You see how that works? You hit him with 8 wheat, and he's a happy camper. So let us take a look at the barn. And I did something really interesting with the fencing. So the fencing, I always had a problem with animals getting over. However, you can see I can't get over. I can't get over the fence. I can try jumping. Nothing will get over. So I used a block from map tools called Player Clip Top Face, and I played around with the all the different tools that were in there, the no clip and stuff like that, and I put it on each fence post. Why are you here? I bet you're not tame. You are not tame. No, you are not. Oh wait, missed. Oh, he was tame. He got out. They will still get out. Is that my bunny? No, that's a different bunny. They will still get out, but it makes it much harder for them to get out. So as you can see, I can't jump over. However, I can walk through. So that helps keep them in there. Because I don't want the cows especially out. Because as you can see, there's patches where there's grass missing because the cows eat the grass. And they will kill the grass. So I want this area pristine. Yeah. Out here, we have grown some crops before we take a look at the barn. So down here we have coffee. And over here we have green beans with a working water well. Because some of these need to be watered. I'm using farming redo. I'm using 2 different farming mods. And some of them need the water can, and some don't need anything at all. So let's take these out of here, and let's get a watering can. And you can come over. Oh, I can't do the bucket. Will work over here, but the there we go. So why aren't you? Oh. I'm hitting the wrong key. So yes, the beans also need water. And you'll see little squiggly lines when they're thirsty. Or is that when they need to be? You don't want to overwater them. There's also a hydrometer. So you can see the little squiggly lines. I wonder how that works. But we're going to water these real quickly. So we have watermelons, we have tomatoes, which I'm watering now. We have this, used to be my favorite tree. The corn also gets water. We have carrots, potatoes, and corn, which is all grown because I grew it the other day. We have wheat. And we were lagging there big time. So these are strawberries, oranges, wheat, and all the way back here we have cotton. So it's a very small, and you can see obviously that doesn't. Let's look for that hydrometer. Where was that? It's right there, and I can't remember how to use that. But I think, get out of my water. I think, no, it's not telling me anything. Maybe I'm in the wrong one. I have to look that up again because I know I had it working before. It doesn't seem to be doing anything no matter what I click on. Lovely. But I did water it. Those don't get it. See, that does. It's not giving me any kind of... It's not giving me any kind of indication. So if we take that and let's put hydrometer. I don't know. And... How does that work? Huh. Okay, it's giving a little, that one's, okay, you can see the little bar in my toolbar. So that one's green, this one needs water. So if I do that and then I go back to it, now it's green. Very cool. That one needs water. Needs water, water. That one, oh, that one needs lots of water. And so let's go back here. And there we go. That's how the hydrometer works. So you can actually see, you can actually get an indication of your plants. Actually, that worked out pretty cool. Pretty cool. So I'm going to eat my said watermelon. And we are going to look for the watermelon seed. There it is. There's our watermelon seed. I need, where's my tools? I need a hoe. Ho, ho, ho. Where did, oh, well, that wasn't supposed to be, but we'll put one there anyway, because you know why? Why not? All right. So you see, those trees are really starting to aggravate me. I like them, and I like the fact that they grow, but I would rather have them where I place them and not where it places them. And you can't get rid of it. So the only way to get rid of it is you have to dig underneath it, and that'll get rid of it. So there you have it. So that's a miniature garden. And the whole purpose behind that, I have more tools now than I know what to do with. But that's fine. So we have the miniature garden here, and this is a working farm. The whole premise about this is that people can come and visit. It's a self-sufficient farm. We have the convenience store, which everything in the convenience store is made from these crops and these animals. No offense, if you're vegan, then you can have the vegan menu. Speaking of the menu, we have a little restaurant, outdoor restaurant eatery over here, which I'll show you in a second. I'll show you right now, because you know what? Why not? So we have some table and seating, and we have a little diner. We have a grill, a little kitchen area, cash register. We have bathrooms, which are nothing to write home about. They're just his and her male and female bathrooms. And here's the other bathroom. Yes, because you know I like realism. So they can come in, and you have a nice little kitchen set up, which leads right back into the convenience store. So that turned out really cool. It worked out really nice. So now let's go to the barn, because this is, look at that. It is finished. The barn is finished. We have all our animals. Why are they getting, now all of a sudden you're getting, now we'll see if this is no, he's not tamed. He's, I didn't mean to do that. I wanted to tame him to put him into, okay, we have a little tractor for hay rides, and out of researching stables, you'll see a lot of different variations in stables, but this is pretty accurate. The outer walls here usually will be solid, and then there will be some kind of gating system. Aw, we lost a horsey. Not cool. So we are going to take a horse, because these are all tamed. Don't tell me I missed. We're going to take a horse because I tamed them all. And we are going to put them in one in here so you could get some rest. And they can't get out because, again, I put those like barrier blocks on top of here. So these are the horses that are for riding. So people can come here and get riding lessons. And then we have the horse. This area here is for animals to come in out of the elements. So, yeah. And I do like how we have patches in the here that the cows cause the patches here, but not out in my world. So there's a wild horse. Yeah, there we have it. So we have our area here for the animals and the stable, place to wash up, do whatever you need. Has nice straw floor. It turned out it looks great. So we go upstairs. We have another sink and garbage can over here. We go upstairs, and this is where we have, obviously we have our upper door here, not OSHA approved. And we have storage for all the planters and everything that you can buy in the floral shop. And we have straw and hay bales up here for the animals, extra equipment. Back here we have offices. So this would be, you got to understand about a working farm. So you're going to have the farm's general manager, you're going to have an accountant or somebody here scheduling. This is an employee area. They can come and have break times, beautiful views. They have their own restroom up here, which works out perfectly. I like realism, sort of. And you can understand because there's going to be 1 to 2 employees for the convenience store and the little restaurant area. You're going to have a couple. You're going to have a couple hands for working with the animals and inventory from the flower shop. So yes, it works out really cool. We're going to come out here and fly out here. And I am really thrilled on how that barn turned out. So this is all, user like a community farm where people can come to learn about farming, about growing things, about working with animals, working with flowers and horticulture. And it's right off of the beautiful landscaping and the house in the background off the biodome. So the Learning Resource Center over here with the mining museum and the computer museum and all that other stuff. So the whole theory and the whole story behind this area, because I do like to have like a story, a theme, is learning. And there you have it. And I still love the way that hoist system turned out. That is so cool. And we can see I planted some trees all over the place. So it's just a real fun place. And at night, see, that's why, that's another thing about the set time. So George had mentioned about set time, that you could set the speed of time and everything else, but it doesn't appear to be working all that often. I'm also going to put in the show notes a link to, there is a real cool forum post on time settings. And there's also what brings up the next one from Michael about to help with your shadow problem, do /1 in one corner, /2 in the opposite high corner, and then do /R error. So what that means is there's a whole list of commands that one can use with World Edit. And everybody wants to make me use the terminal. However, using the terminal in this case is pretty cool. So I'm going to demonstrate that real quick. But there's several different ways that one can do about fixing your lighting situation. When you remove something and the blocks, the light, the setting, or where it stores the light parameters, it doesn't update, or you remove the large section. So which animal is having an issue here? Which animal is having an issue? Is that you? No. One of you is. All right. And there's a turtle. So this area is really, with the exception of these stupid sunflowers, I mean, they're very nice. They're very good looking, but they just pop up everywhere and they're just annoying because they will literally take over the the landscape. And you saw up at, if you ever saw the video on the villa, I had to actually replace all the grass with fake grass to keep them out of a certain area. But I really like the way the convenience store and the restaurant turned out, the barn especially, and all the trees. Look at this at night. How cool this looks. Yeah. So what I am going to do, and there's Carl the cat, Mr. Bigglesworth. I like that name. I know it's not original. It's from the Austin Powers movies. The hairless cat called Mr. Bigglesworth. Yeah. But this is done. I am going to walk away from it because I don't want to tweak it anymore. There's no need to tweak it. Everything works. Everything is exactly the way I want it. The doors all work. So, and by using those map tools, it allowed me to keep this door open so I don't have all the animals running out. These animals will get back in there. Will for the most part stay there. To remove these blocks, you have to use World Edit or the admin pickaxe. Now, unfortunately, you can't see the blocks. Yeah, that's a problem. But, and there's other blocks in there too, and I'm not real sure. I've played with them. You're not going to find map tools in your creative inventory unless you go in there and there's a line in the configuration in Lua, which will say creative inventory or show in creative inventory equals 0, which means false. And you just have to flip that bit. So we have full face clip. These are the ones that they put like invisible blocks. And then you have unbreakable blocks and stuff like that. I only use those, and I use this light bulb. And the light bulb is really cool because it's an invisible block that it adds light. So if you have like a stairwell or something that you want lit, but you don't want to put a light there, it won't look good because it's not centered or you can't make it work. You could use that. So there, that's the farm at night. Look at that. Just look at that. I'm real happy with it. I am really happy with how the farm turned out. So much so, I'm going to take a screenshot as soon as that HUD goes away. Yeah. And the area looks really good. I have some tweaking to do with the trees. So there you have it. In an upcoming video, and everything got moved over here to solar, and it's a self-sufficient farm. So it has wind power and solar power that it uses. So it's very cool. Very eco-friendly. Yes, it is. And I retained the little farmland down at the bottom over here. Just to, there's certain crops and stuff like that. So the idea for the community learning center is to have this pathway come up and wrap around to this crop area. There's cucumbers down here. And then I'm going to try to figure out a way to tie a path in with up here because I don't like what I had. So I'm going to redo that. And then we have the observation area over here, which was redone to give it a more realistic look. That turned out real nice. Yeah. So there you have it. And then we have the fishery with all the fish jumping out. And then, like I said, the Waterfall House here with the gorgeous landscaping and driveway and garage and sheep. There you have it. So, not to keep this video going, but over long, because I do have a tendency to do that. You can see here there's a lighting problem. So how one of the ways to react to that is we're going to go //1, and that's going to put that there. Now it doesn't, I'm sure there's a way of putting it down under. So, but that's the command terminal way, and I will list in the show notes the page for the command line. So up here we're going to do //2, and so what you can do is you can do, now George said he didn't like using the replace. So replace, and then replace air with what you want to replace it with, air. And it says replace. So you can see it got a little better, but it didn't fix it. So what you can also do is fix light. And it doesn't seem that did anything. However, if all else fails, you can use the GUI for that fixed lighting, and it proved me wrong. It did a little bit, so you're going to have to play with it and tweak it. So it did do a little bit. And then my favorite is //reset, region reset. So there are, yes, Michael, you got me to use the terminal. So yeah, so yes, and I do like those commands, and I forgot all about them because most of the way that I play the game is very lazily. Is that a word? I'm very lazy because I like to be in the game. I don't like to type. I just like to use the mouse and click. But there is, to get to this menu and to keep going back in here and reset in position 1 and position 2, a lot of that can be done by just using the commands. So there you have it. There's a quick overview of the farm and the Waterfall House completion. The farm is done now. All the attention is going to be on the center part and the 3 houses along the outside of the property. And we're just going to do a nice little flyover. So my community garden and farming and floral and animal center is complete. And I could not be more happy with it. All right. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. In the upcoming videos, I'm going to delve in on more on the world edit commands and stuff like that, and get this center area done, deciding what I want to put in there, and go from there. So thank you very much for watching. Until the next video, goodbye.